the return of Bobby D. And Courageous with a nice go behind, takes him down and rolls outside. Johnny Courageous, the fans steadily behind the All-American Rainbow Warrior, Bobby D. Been absent for quite some time here at the MMWA and the SICW, but making a return appearance here in front of a capacity crowd. And fans, I told you earlier that we're going to have some special guests stopping in and by out this evening and doing a little color commentating with me here, which is always a pleasure. Tony Costa was here a little while ago. We just heard from Commissioner Keith Smith. The gentleman here now has quickly become one of the most controversial voices you'll hear broadcasting the MMWA and the SICW. Like him or not, I'm talking about none other than Travis Cook. Travis.
Well, Herb, the pleasure is all yours, and you probably don't realize this, but this match you're watching in the ring right now between Johnny Courageous and Bobby D, this match is a little bit of my handiwork. I bet you didn't know that.
Had no idea.
If you will recall, I think it was last month they were supposed to have they said Johnny Courageous would wrestle AJ Williams this month for the junior heavyweight belt. And I was a little bit upset because Tommy Knight wasn't involved in that match because he's the number one contender. Well, I went out and had my attorneys file a legal injunction to keep that match from taking place. So there's not going to be a junior heavyweight title match this month because Tommy Knight's not involved. So this is the match you get in its place. There. Thank you very much.
And at ringside, you're hearing the voices of Travis Cook. And as I said, one of the most controversial people on the airwaves now, TV waves, Tony Costa. You heard the comments from Travis Cook.
I heard a little bit of it, but Johnny Courageous is one of the men that's in the junior heavyweight title lineup. So it's possible if Johnny Courageous can win this match tonight, he'll be going up against somebody else, possibly A.J. Williams.
Wow, A.J. Williams, that kind of throws a wrench into what you're talking about, Travis, with Tommy Knight.
But nobody cares about A.J. It's Tommy's belt.
Well,
Tommy's belt, come on.
A.J. Williams, the high flyer himself. And you heard Tony Costa coming from the matchmaker and promoter. And Travis Cook, you've got your hands full with the connection. We've been talking about all the controversial. There seems to be a division going on there, and you're trying to hold that together.
Well, first of all, it's only controversial with people like you that don't truly understand what's going on. There is no division within the connection. There is nothing but a cohesive unit right now. We're all on the same page. We all have the same goals. Everything is working correctly. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're trying to sow some seeds in there of dissension. Keith Smith is trying to sow some seeds of dissension. Tony Costa is trying to sow some seeds of dissension. But it's not going to work because we're dominating this area right now.
Well, and Travis, I can only tell you, I know you've got a contract with the MMWA and the SICW, and
which I'm being paid very handsomely. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm not at liberty to say what it is, and neither are you, but I can tell you, over on the east side, over in East Grand Isle, the people hate you.
Well, those people over there don't have a lot of taste, but evidently they have not taken too kindly to me. And a lot of people have asked me why it is that I am at ringside over there in Illinois and not in the state of Missouri. Not to go into a long story, but I was a manager some years ago. Was very successful, just as I am now. And there was an issue that came up a couple of years ago between me and the Missouri State Athletic Commission. They fined me. I didn't feel like I needed to pay it. I thought it was a bogus fine, so I didn't pay the fine. So they suspended me. So I'm still technically suspended right now. I have my attorneys working on that. Within a matter of time, I'll be at ringside here, just like I am in Illinois, and the good people of Missouri will no longer be deprived of seeing my beautiful face at ringside.
Well, and I can tell you, fans, I don't know if you're going to like this or not, but there's also with the clause in the contract with Travis. I'm not saying I like this or not, but there was a clause that he had in the contract that in the very, very near future, he has been granted and guaranteed a period of time to have his own show. And I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Tony Costa and I are trying to put a stop to that ourselves, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but he has negotiated that, and whether you like him or not like him, I hope that his caliber of show that he has will be tasteful and be to the point. I understand, maybe Travis, you can comment on that. I understand you're going to be interviewing some of the wrestlers and people like that.
Well, I don't want to give a whole lot away right now, but you understand, Herb, whether you want to admit it or not, I'm a threat in any industry I get into. Yes, I'm a great manager, obviously. Yes, I'm a great broadcaster, as you've heard here for the past year or so. But I'm also a great entertainer, and I've been offered television shows and talk shows and things of that nature, variety shows in the past. If you'll excuse me for just one moment, Herb.
Well, Travis Cook
10 minutes remain, 5 minutes.
is really hooked on himself, and I guess that's okay to be. So we're going to see this show that you're talking about. Can you give me any indication of what it's going to be like?
Let's just say this. We're in the final stages of negotiation right now. It's just about come to pass. And you are going to see the TV ratings in this area go through the roof. I mean, people are so sick of listening to you for 30 minutes or 60 minutes a week. Now they're going to get to see some entertainment. They're going to get to see someone who has a command and a stage presence, much like Frank Sinatra had years ago when you're talking about Travis Cook. I have that. It takes a lot from Vegas. You know, 'cause I'm out in Vegas all the time, and I've taken a lot from some of those shows, and I'm going to bring that to all the rednecks out here in the Midwest, and I think they're really going to enjoy it, Herb.
Well, fans, all I can tell you, make plans to tune in on your local access channels. Better yet, if you can make a personal appearance there, from what they tell me, it's going to be something to see. And I guess I'll be like the rest of you, I'll have to wait and see. I mean, the only thing I've been told of, it's been a kind of going to be a remake of what the old Piper's Pit used to be, or the Copacabana.
First of all, I don't remake anything. Just keep that in mind. I don't remake anything. This will be a totally new show, a totally new, off-the-ground innovation in professional wrestling. If you look back at the kind of the old Rat Pack shows that Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. did out in Vegas, it's going to be that level of entertainment if I'm involved in it. So you'll want to get to the building early. You'll want to be there. You'll want to get your tickets, because this is going to be something special.
Well, fans, you're hearing it from Travis Cook, the manager of the Connection. And again, controversy follows him everywhere he goes. And in the ring, Johnny Courageous working on Bobby D, who has returned to the Midwest area here. Bobby's been gone for quite some time. And tonight, going against Johnny Courageous, a arm toss into the corner goes Courageous. A big backflip, and Courageous finds himself flat on the canvas. This is a one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Fans, don't forget, wrestling returns here to South Broadway on Saturday night. Already announced, the tag team titles will be on the line. Whoever the champions are, if Mr. Bibbs and Dave Vaughn makes it through the next month, retaining those titles, they will defend those titles. But whoever it may be, the tag team titles will be on the line Saturday night, Broadway Athletic Club.
Absolutely, and the tag team championship is something that I'm looking at as well to bring back into the Connection. So we are going to be very interested in the outcome of that match. Whoever holds the title at the end of it is certainly going to have to answer a challenge from us. I'm very interested in the outcome of this match because Tony Costa, as he stumbled through his speech a little bit earlier, mentioned that if Johnny Courageous wins this, he gets a shot at the junior heavyweight title. So I'm rooting for Bobby D, because that means if Johnny Courageous doesn't win, then Tommy Knight's got to get the shot. There's no other way you could look at it.
Well, there's no doubt you're a Tommy Knight fan, I can tell you that, Jimmy. You made that abundantly clear.
He's a great athlete. He's a fine American. He's a role model for the youth of America, I feel like.
We're talking about the same Tommy Knight, the San Francisco treat.
And Tommy Knight, the main attraction, a hot shot, the young man who sends all the girls' hearts aflutter in this area. Tommy Knight, man, he's great.
Well, right now, Bobby D working on Johnny Courageous, picking him up, sidewalk down. Whoa, what a spine buster.
That was a beautiful move, Kennedy. Oh, come on, Jim, count.
Jim Harris, the referee, gets a 2 count. But Johnny Courageous manages to get the shoulder up. Bobby D arguing that he had him down for the 3 count. And now, back and forth, an elbow by Johnny Courageous. Another one. Courageous trying to reach down inside. And that big forearm across the neck takes Bobby D down to the canvas. Travis, Johnny Courageous, a young man high flyer that everybody loves.
Well, not quite everybody. I mean, there's a certain loss in his record to a chicken that kind of made some people a little bit leery of him. But he has been impressive at times here in this area. He's been a junior heavyweight champion in the past. He's not the brightest bulb in the chandelier, I'll say that.
Well, he just did a big late drop and only a 2 count, and Bobby D gets his foot on that bottom rope. Referee Jim Harris breaks it up. Now, Courageous. Oh, Bobby D rakes the eyes. Courageous falls back into the rope. Now, from behind. Whoa, a belly to back suplex.
10 minutes gone. 5 minutes remain. 10 minutes.
Bobby D working on the All-American Johnny Courageous. Gets him to his feet. Now picks him up. Big body slam. Bobby D. Sensing victory here. Goes outside.
Oh, this is it. It's over. If he hits this, it's over.
Climbs that rope, comes off. What's he do? Oh, nobody there. Nobody there. Courageous rolls out of the way. What great camera action being done here tonight by Tim Miller and company and Big George. Whoa, a big drop kick finds its mark on Bobby D. And now it's Courageous sensing victory here. He hooks him, grabs it tight. Big suplex. Holds on. He may go for the trifecta here. And that looks like what he's going to do. Can he do it a third time? Whoa, swinging reverse breaker. And this could be it for Bobby D.
Well, Johnny Courageous is capitalizing on a mistake right now. Bobby D came off that top rope with a knee drop. And the thing about a flying knee drop, if you miss it, you're in a lot of trouble. But you know what? I doubt that Johnny Courageous can do this to AJ Boys. But I know he can't do it to Tommy Knight. Missile drop kick from the top.
That found its mark. And Bobby D flat on the canvas. One fall, 15-minute time limit, and the action has been non-stop here at South Broadway. Picks him up. What's he gonna? Oh! He covers him. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Courageous victorious over Bobby D.